Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you are all doing good. Today we are moving on with our mathematics class, and we are going to do the last subtopic under numbers, and that's rounding off whole numbers to the nearest 10,000, 1,000, hundreds and tens. Rounding off whole numbers to the nearest 10,000, 1,000, hundred and what? 10. Alright. This one is very simple. Let's take example, and we are going to use the example to explain all what we are going to do today. So now let's see our first example. Let's look at our first example. When we have 6, 4, 5, 3, 2. We are going to run to the nearest 10. We are starting from the 10th one, the smaller one. So run off to the nearest 10. Run off to the nearest 10. So we are going to run this number to the nearest 10. And whenever a question like this is given, what you have to do is first give out the names of each digit. And we have learned that in our place and place value, when we are learning place and place value. So what we are going to do is you give out the names of each digit. Here, each digit here is having its own what? Name. So you start your ones, tens, 100, 1,000 and tens of what? 1,000 or 10,000. So now the question is asking us to run off to the nearest 10. Here we have ones and we have tens here. So to the nearest 10 means our focus is going to be on this 3. Our focus is going to be on this 3 because the 3 is occupying our 10th position. So what we are going to do is you be on where the 3 is. You be on where the 3 is. And what we are going to do is you check the number in front of your 3. In front of your 3. Check the number here. You check if the number is 5 and above, you add 1 to your 10th number. If the number is 4 and below, you maintain your number and you make the rest 0. I'm taking it again. I said we are to run this to the nearest 10, and we know that 3 is our 10th what? Digit. The 3 is occupying our 10th digit. When we get the understanding from here, we are going to use the same approach to do all what we are going to do today. So you need to pay attention on this. From this you can do all what we have written here. And so we are saying that you will be on where your 3 or your 10th position is, your 10th digit is. You will be at that place and you check the number in front of your 10th number. You check if the number is 5 and above, you just add 1 to what you are looking for, then you make the rest 0. But if the number is 4 and below, you just maintain your number, then you make the rest what? 0. So now we are going to check, or we are going to be on where our 3 is. So the 3 is on our 10th position. So we check the number in front of the 3. We are having 2 here. If the 2 is 5 and above, you add 1 to this. If the 2 is 4 and below, you just maintain this, then you make this one 0. So since we are looking out to the what? The 10th one, we maintain this one. we are not going to do anything to this. We are going to maintain this values here, but we are going to check those here. So now we write 6, 3, 5. To the nearest 10, since 2 is 4 and below, since 2 is 4 and below, we are going to maintain our 3. Then make the rest 0. This is what we are going to do. You maintain these numbers. When you get to your 10th or the digit that you are looking for, you check the number in front. If the number in front of that number is 5 and above, you just add 1, 2. This one, then you make the rest 0. If the number is 4 and below, from 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0, you just maintain your number, then you make the rest 0. Alright. Let's take another example under the tens. So we are moving on to the nearest tens. So we have 3, 6, 7, 5. I said first you need to give out the names. Ones, tens, 100, then your 1,000. We all know that our tens is what? The 7th. Or the 7 is occupying the 10th place. So now we are going to focus on the 7. Then we check the number in front of that 7. The number in front of that 7, not this one. In front of that 7. If the number is 5 and above, from 5, 6 to 10 or to 9, you add 1 to this. Then you make the rest 0. You add 1 to this, then you make the rest what? 0. If the number here is 4 and below, from 4, 3, 2, 1, you just write the same number here, then you make this one 0. So now you maintain this, because our focus is not on these numbers, so you still maintain them. Then from here you can see that 5 is 5 and above, so you add 1 to this, making what? 8. Then you write your 0. So 3, 6, 7, 5 to the nearest 10 is what? 3, 6, 8, 0. Alright. Let's try to the nearest 100. To the nearest 100. I said first we need to give out the names. Ones, tens, 100, then your what? 1,000. So now which number is occupying our 100th what position? So the 6 is occupying what? Our 100th position. So from there you check the number right in front of the 6, right in front of the 100th number. If the number, you will not come and check on this one. The number next to what? The 6 or the 100th number. You check if the number is 5 and above, you just add 1 to what you are looking for and make the rest 0. So now to the nearest 100 we are going to get 8, 7, then you make, since you have added 1 to this, you make the rest what? 0s. So this is what we are going to get. Alright. Another example under the 100. We have alright. So now to the nearest 100. I said first we need to give out the names. Hundreds, ones, tens, 100, 1,000, tens of 1,000, then hundreds of 1,000. So now what we are going to do is, your focus is on this, because we are running out to the what? Nearest 100. So our focus is on this one. So now what we are going to do is, you check the number next to what? Your 100th digit. If the number is 5 and above, add 1 to this, make the rest zeros. If the number is 4 and below, just maintain your number, make the rest 0. So now we have 5 here, and 5 is 5 and above, so we just add 1 to the 0. We are going to get 8, 7, 7, 1. When we add 1 to the 0, we are going to get 1. Then we make the rest 0. How many days? This is what we are going to get. This is what we are going to get. This is what we are going to get when we are doing all what we are creating here. Tens of 10,000, 1,000, 100, and tens. Then, so we are going to use the same approach in doing the 10,000 and 1,000. Let's do 10,000 to the nearest 10,000, and let's call it a day. Mathematics, you need to solve more example, and from there you are going to get the understanding well. So we are running off to the nearest 10,000. To the nearest 10,000, we have 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 8. To the nearest 10,000. We don't know our 10,000th number here. We don't know each or which digit occupies the 10,000th position. So you have to give out the names, and from there you are going to know your 10,000th digit, and you need to focus on that. You need to focus on that. So now you are going to start by labeling them ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, then 100,000. So our focus is what? Run the number to the nearest 10,000. Run the number to the nearest 10,000. So what are we going to do? Our focus is on what? On our 10,000 number. And I said, when your focus is here, what you are going to do is, this one is not among. This one you are going to maintain it. You are going to bring it here. You are going to add it to your answer. So you still bring your 6. But when you get your target or your targeted number, you check the number next to your targeted number. So if the number next to your targeted number is 5 and above, just add 1 to your targeted number and make the rest 0. If the number next to what you are looking for is 4 and below, you just maintain your number and make the rest 0. So now, let's check the number next to 7. You have 3 here. Not this one, the number next. So the 3 here is 4 and below. This number is not up to 5. It's 4 and below. So we maintain this. We maintain our 7. And make the rest 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. You maintain them by 0. This is to the nearest 10,000. To the nearest 10,000. Alright. Last example. Then we call it a day. Last example. Then we call it a day. Alright. So to the nearest 10,000. 7, 3, 4, 5, 8. To the nearest 10,000. I said first, write your names ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000. 10,000. 10,000. Alright, so now our focus is here. Let's change this one to be, let's say, 6. So our focus is here on this 7. And I said, since we are looking for this 7, or we are running to the nearest 10,000, which is this 7, we check out to the next number. The next number. And what we are going to do is, you check the next number to the what? Your targeted number. If the number is 5 and above, you just add 1 to this, then you make the rest 0. If this one is 5, 4 and below, you just maintain your number, then you make the rest 0. So now let's check out to the 6. 6 is 5 and above or 4 and below. We can see that the 6 is 5 and above. The 6 is above 5. So we add 1 to our targeted number, which is our 7. Because we are checking out on what? The 7. So since this one is 5 and above, we add 1 to this. Then make this one zeros. I hope you are following. Very simple. So you just write, when you add 1 to the 7, you are going to get what? 8. So 8. How many digits left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our to run 7, 6, 4, 5, 8 to the nearest 10,000, we are going to get 80,000. That's all what we are going to do today. So from this, we can solve every example under the running of numbers to the nearest 10,000, 1,000, 100, and tens. What you have to do, or what you have to do is know your targeted number. What are you looking for? We are running to the nearest 100, so know your 100th number. If you are running to the thousands, know your thousandth number. If you are running to the 10,000, know your 10,000 number. After knowing that, then you check the number next to. If the number is 5 and above, you add 1 to what you are looking for. Then you make the rest 0. If the number next to what you are looking for is 4 and below, you maintain your number, then you make the rest 0. Very simple. So we are going to do more when your assignment is being given. Thank you.